All right, we're gonna let some people get in here. See what's going on, man. Hit that like button when you get in here. Yeah, we'll be back after like an hour and a half. Oh, I didn't know you can share your screen on here. That's crazy. Yeah, I've never done this live shit on YouTube before until earlier today. Got DeAndre in the chat. What's good with you? Yeah, I was like, I've been MIA for a minute, so I was like, we're gonna do a 2 for 1 today. Right now, the game ties 64 on halftime. Celtics Pacers game 1 Eastern Conference Finals. Right, Boston had a nice little lead for a second, and then late closing out the first half, Indiana tied it up. I just hope this series is close because like most of Boston's series I've been watching, I haven't been that engaged in. There's obvious reasons for that, but I need something in the East to keep me interested in watching this. The West has all the action in the world, but the East they were lacking, or at least on Boston's side they were lacking. Jay said they turned the magnet on for the last shot. Hold on. Halliburton has the most rainbow shot. Yeah, his shooting form goofy as hell too. Nah, it worked for him, man. He be switching that shit. Sometimes with help, sometimes without it. Got this D Wade Mello commercial over here. Inside out, got this man looking like he pissed off in a relationship. The Celtics still gonna cover that 10. They love having those tie games at halftime to bait them. The sheep in the make it pick taking the heavy underdog. I mean, look what they did in Game 7 of Minnesota and Denver. Niggas was up 15. Denver was a 4.5 point favorite. Clearly didn't even win the game. I'm kind of mad. I fell asleep. Shit, I missed. Yeah, I woke up around like middle of the third quarter. I had to watch the replay of it. But I woke up around the middle of the third quarter. I missed the whole All Star race for NASCAR. I was kind of mad about it, but I saw what had happened. I saw Ricky Stenhouse Jr. with the slowest punch in the world in Kyle Busch's face. Then they was waiting for that nigga. That shit funny as hell. But yeah, they love to do that at halftime. Boston 7 of 22 from three, 17 assists to Indiana's 22 and they're 8 for 15. Shit, they shooting 59% compared to Boston's 52. So on based off the numbers, they doing better right now, but that don't mean shit come second half. Too many 20-point blown leads. You check once, and it was 38-58. Like 15 minutes later, you check again, they're losing somehow. Yeah, I dozed in and out of that game. I was like, ain't nobody gonna have Denver just beat the shit out of them. Like one of these games got to be close. They not gonna have the Knicks just go out so shitty and the next game be a blowout too. No, something's gonna be close, and lo and behold, that game ended up being close. I mean, now a 30-point lead isn't even safe. Like it's a norm now where you blow leads. It's kind of like the shit they did in the NFL back in 2020 when they didn't have fans and stuff at the games. There was all these massive leads that would just get blown out of nowhere. So it's got to that 12-0 start. And I really, you like it's finna be a blowout already. I don't take any early lead too serious. Like, especially if it's the first quarter. I mean, remember that Mavs Clippers game where the Clippers was up big on the Mavs, and that ended up being a close game. Clippers ended up winning that game anyway off that Paul George three and shit. But the fact this game was looked so out of hand from a vast majority of it, down the stretch, it ended up being a very close game. And the announcers was even kind of hidden. They get within 15, they was within 17 by halftime. Look what happened next half. Celtics blew a 28-point lead to the Hawks without Trae Young. Exactly. And then they had a game that same week. Later on, that's when DeJounte Murray hit that game winner. Again, without Trae Young. So yeah, no lead is safe in the NBA. For me, it takes it about, I say the last, when it hits 3:30 and the team has like a comfortable lead, like say I say about like a 16-point lead with 3:30, you're pretty safe. It might cut it. They might cut that shit close. They might cut it to double single digits, excuse me. But usually you're in the clear by 3:30. Mm. Damn, Miles Turner can hit those threes, but he can't hit that shot. Ain't that some shit? Good move by Jalen. I think NBA in Vegas takes advantage of the small market Pacers. Wow, dude just turned the ball over willingly. Miles just said, "Hey man, you can have this shit." For the easy fast break, giving Boston the 71-69 lead. But I mean, like, what more can you do with the Pacers though? I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's the Pacers, man. They just happy to be here. They've been here before to put over a Miami Heat team. This is when not Jimmy Butler, Paul George was having his coming out party when he really put his name on the map for the NBA. Lance Stevenson, another one, as they're showing Lance Stevenson right now. So this is really what this is for Indiana. 20-point leads just add drama to the games these days. Yeah, especially in the first half, because they know if we can keep it 20 within that first half, the way people gonna live bet is gonna be one way, or at least for most people, they're gonna bet one way. And then that third quarter, it's always the third quarter, is when they usually chop into that lead, whether it be a sizable amount or just enough that you can see, hey, they're down by, I don't know, 12 going into the fourth. They good. They got 12 minutes to get that free throws and shit, stop clock, hit some free throws, you good. So you want to see LeBron go to the Bucks, how LeBron reacted in the locker room, videos to go crazy. Man, the only problem is ain't no way they could have Giannis and LeBron on the same team. Them skits would be lit though. I was waiting, like the moment they got eliminated, I was waiting, like when is RDC World gonna drop this? And then after that, the Kendrick Drake shit happened. I'm like, they got they work cut out for them, bro. Like these niggas dropped 6 songs and shit in 3 days. Lakers got eliminated. LeBron said some shit in the media. I know Mark and RDC and all them, they gonna have some shit to say and put their little spin on it. And they did. They came through with both of them. I wasn't disappointed. I mean, shit, they never miss on skits anyway. So Burton got that rainbow shot. His shot is so fucking ugly, bro. Like he be making this shit, but goddamn, his shooting form is so ugly. Like it was like Lonzo Ball's when he got into the league. It was just like it was an eyesore to watch. The RDC should have dropped a video about the Warriors losing the play-in and Clay having 0 points. Oh, that would have been a good one. I don't know if they did one because there's like another. I don't even know if there's an official channel or not, but there is a RDC channel that has like skits that's not on their main channel. I think it's called like RDC Gang or some shit. Let me see. But it's like a completely different channel, and they have like skits that you don't see on Instagram or on their TikTok or whatever. Halliburton got that Sean. Ain't nobody got the Sean Kemp, man. That shit. He shoot like all like as a little kid. You know what I'm saying? You can't really shoot from a distance, so you gotta push that motherfucker. That's what Sean Marion did. I remember that shit was wet as hell on NBA Live and 2K back in the day, you could not block that shot. In real life, when people do that shit is so easy to block. Just stick your hand up on. But his shit, and for some reason, no one could block that shit. And it's funny how that shot actually works. It's just not effective in a real game. Like if you playing a horse, you can get away with that Sean Marion shit. In a real basketball game, oh no, you can get that. You better practice your form shooting. It's steal by Halliburton, okay. Good play. The Matrix shot like he had T-Rex arms. I was surprised he ended up getting a ring in his career. Obviously, it took him the time to go to Dallas to win it. I was like, really? He couldn't get it all them years in Phoenix. Because Phoenix could never get past Dallas. That was like they big bad. Them and San Antonio. They could never get past the Spurs, and they could never get past the Mavericks. And actually, now I think about it, they don't even bring up this series in that first round. They bring up Game 7 when Kobe was passing and shit. He wasn't really trying to score in the second half. But the Lakers was up 3-1 in that Suns series back in 06. 3-1. I think the Suns won game one, the Lakers won the next three. And then, yeah. And then the Suns won 5. I think Tim Thomas had like a heroic game in game 6. And then game 7 was the game where Kobe in the second half decided, fuck this, we throwing this shit. And it's funny, he obviously did what he was supposed to do and follow the script. But he proved the point that he had a bunch of scrubs on his team. So that was the same series Roger Bell ended up clotheslining Kobe. It's weird, even when the Celtics are losing, it doesn't feel like they're losing. Tatum gonna have himself a series for sure. But it's like the Pacers could be about 10 right now. It still wouldn't even feel like they were winning. Mm-mm. This game back and forth. Yeah, you know what's crazy? Now that I watch Halliburton a little bit more, he kind of reminds me, not necessarily his whole playing style, but he kind of reminds me of Trae Young a little bit. Like Trae Young, if he actually passed, just not for the sake of stat padding. Because, I mentioned LeBron James with the stat padding, Luka. Trae Young be stat padding too with them assists. He always hit the over on them assists, but he be stat padding his ass off of those assists. And I shouldn't have to tell you what sports agency that nigga is signed to. Say triple doubles a stat pad. Depends. I would say someone like Jokic ain't stat padding to get his triple doubles, and he's 7 feet tall. He gonna get them rebounds regardless. Russell Westbrook, that nigga stat padding because you see this nigga over here stealing rebounds from teammates purposely not even trying to rebound. They just make a big ass lane so Russell can come from the 3-point line, run in and jump and get that shit. At least when he was trying to break that record. LeBron, he's like I said, he the greatest stat pad we've never seen. Luka, who looks up to LeBron, does a lot of the same shit to get his triple doubles. So you tired of everybody traveling is not being called. I mean, that's been a thing for over a decade by now. Like that's just, it is what it is. So you can't get 10 plus assists without deliberately aiming for it. Depends on how your offense is set up too. Like a team like the Nuggets, they'll kill you with those backdoor cuts with like an Aaron Gordon. So Jokic can easily get those. Someone like say LeBron, where he has a bunch of shooters around him, which obviously hurts the way the team's made up. But every team he's always played for, that's always been the thing. He dominates the ball. He gonna back you down in the paint. You gotta try to get you with a little layup, mid-range jump shot. If you can't do that, last second kick out, like he had Korver, knock down a three. J.R. Smith, when he hot, knock down a three. Dylan Ado, when he has a little magic run, knock down a three. Kevin Love, knock down a three. Miami Heat, Ray Allen, knock down a three. Mike Miller, Chris Bosh, like that's the makeup of it. Westbrook, that's stat pad. I say his assist was more stat pad for sure. John Wall, that's another one. Halliburton reminds you of a bigger Tony Parker. If he did more floaters and more mid range. I feel like Tony Parker never was truly appreciated the way he should have been because he wasn't necessarily the most flashy player. And the whole, Evan Longoria thing, people kind of hated on him for that shit. But I mean, like he the first athlete to cheat on his wife with a teammate. I mean, that's shitty, but still, he ain't the first to do it. Said the Warriors miss on Halliburton big time. I mean, they ended up winning the ring anyway, so it was what it was. But that would have been crazy to see Tyrese Halliburton and Steph on the same team. Holy shit. Who is Jordan Poole? Who is that? If we had Halliburton and Curry on the same team. What's good, GR23? To the Chicano brother out there in Arizona. Shout out to the AZ. Halliburton, yeah, him and Sabonis got traded for each other. Halliburton started out with the Kings, which I vaguely remember because this is when the Kings weren't really getting a whole lot of attention. And then Sabonis was doing his thing with the Pacers. And then people were like, "Oh, this trade, this is a very lopsided trade." No, it wasn't. It was a very fair trade. Both teams benefited a lot from it. And why Tony Brothers look two-tone today? He look like your cheeks and shit brown and shit in the middle of his face. Look like a light brown. He look like a goddamn Wolverine or some shit. I don't know what's going on with him. Good shot by Jason. What's good, Granite Man? Said John Stockton underappreciated. Yeah, all-time league leader in steals and assists. Again, because he wasn't flashy, that's why. And then the other thing they might hold on, he didn't win any rings. That Boston was Minnesota. Kevin Garnett already exposed the finals. I saw that clip that Josh posted. His name, I don't even know if his name Josh for real. J. Ross. I don't know if his name Josh, but J. Ross. Sound like his name could be Josh. I don't know. Can't believe Kerr said he wouldn't have won the draft Anthony Edwards even if he had the first pick. That's crazy. That's crazy. He just saying shit, bro. That's cap. He just saying shit, man. Ain't no way in hell. Considering the people he played with in his career, I don't believe that. He just saying shit. He been in the front office before anyway. He know better. But yeah, he just saying shit. Damn, Boston might look like they're working on a little 10-point lead. Up by 9 now. Luke Cornett. Where the hell did Luke Cornett come from? I just heard that name. Someone in the chat, if you know where Luke Cornett was or came from, tell me. Luke Cornett. Born in Lexington, Kentucky. Vanderbilt, 2017. I don't even remember this dude. 2017 undrafted. Luke Cornett. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank on that one. Looks at Vandy. Kerr said he lacked effort when coaching him in summer league that year. People saying Kerr lit the fire. Anthony Edwards. Oh, I think I heard this story. He lacked effort. I don't know. Maybe who knows? Maybe it's true. Maybe it's not. I mean, that's like Gilbert Arenas. He didn't take his workout serious, and that's why he fell in the draft. Indiana only has 2 free throws to Boston's 14. We'll see who starts getting the benefit of the whistle come the fourth quarter. KG did say he root for Boston and Minnesota in the finals. He lied about one thing. He said that he the only one who qualified to root for the Celtics and the T-Wolves. I don't know if that's so true. There's a certain dude who looked like an alien that KG played with twice. From 1993 to 2009. And that dude just so happened to be a 3-time NBA champion. Played for the T-Wolves from 03 to 05. And played with the Celtics in 08 to 2009. Won a ring with them, Sam Cassell. So yeah, he could root for both teams as well. Timon don't need to qualify. Nigga, no, you're not. You the most popular nigga. There's just another nigga. He's ugly as shit. It's Sam Cassell. It'd be funny as hell if Boston lose to the Pacers, but you don't see that happening. Yeah, I don't see them losing to the Pacers, man. I'd be surprised. I'd be thoroughly surprised. Because it feel like it'd be like, like a random, I ain't gonna say team, but a random starter really pushed to that level. Like a Tyrese Halliburton. Indiana shooting too many dumb threes. So that was too obvious. Yeah, when they showed in that T Wolves game, when they showed that 20 years ago on KG's birthday that they went to the Western Conference Finals during the game, I was like, oh shit. It ain't looking good for Denver. It's over. They are cooked. Because they gotta do that little predictive programming. They do that shit in bowl games, NFL games, especially if it's say two teams met up either earlier in the year or the previous season. They'll show this game ended off of, say, a fumble that led to the game-winning field goal. And then 2 plays later in the current game, fumble. And then the game ends in a field goal. KG used to glue his goodie to his head. His what? Wait, what? I'm lost. He used to do what? Are you trying to say hoodie? Am I missing something here? I don't know. I don't know what that is. If the Pacers had Paul George, you could see them beating Boston. And I think that's another dude who ain't gonna get a ring either, Paul George. I mean, like the Clippers got everybody with the exception of Kawhi, star player wise, that is not gonna get a ring. You got James Harden, Westbrook, 2 people who benefited heavy from independent or individual awards. You have 2 of them being MVPs. Paul George obviously didn't win one. Multiple All-Star though. One holds the record for most triple doubles. Other ones won the champion scoring leader, excuse me. And he's the last American born MVP in James Harden 2018. Them niggas ain't getting no rings. Paul George ain't getting no rings. And we know Kawhi already got his rings. So no, he can go to any team he wants to. He ain't winning no goddamn ring. He glued his hoodie to his head. I don't believe that. we would have seen some lint or some shit on his bald head. Ain't no way. And what do you gain from gluing a hoodie to your head? He said toupee. I'm like, okay, that make a little bit more sense if he had hair, but nah, I don't know about all that. That's up there with the Paul Pierce saying that he hurt himself in the finals, knowing he shit himself. I mean, the man was wearing white shorts. I didn't know the Boston Colts was brown too. That's news to me. Wow, he passed up on that shit. Okay, made up for it with that good cut. I'll say one thing I can't stand about Boston is ISO ball. They do a lot of ISO ball, way too much of it, and that's another reason they've been benefiting from these shit matchups because every team they gonna play against, they gonna have a matchup advantage, or seemingly every team they played so far. Oh, that lazy ass pass. Okay, ain't no way that dude wasn't out of bounds. Hmm. It really looked like I was watching 2K for a second. That whole Indiana possession right there looked like some 2K, a whole 2K sequence. Especially when nigga missed that little mid range jump shot. Oh, another three, another brick. It's like Indiana wants to play with this fast pace, knowing it's gonna help Boston, especially if they get their ass in transition. Tatum over here just bullying niggas. And with fast pace, they're gonna kick it out again. Nice cut by Siakam, the good dunk. Celtics had the easiest path to the finals in history. I say in recent history, yes. I want to say that '07 Cavs team, that was another team that had an easy path to the finals. Indiana throwing up bricks, goddamn. Yeah, man, they passing up some of these easy shots. I mean, the last one, Siakam had a nice little backdoor cut to get the basket, but still, a lot of them, I'm just seeing the same shit like everybody does in 2K. We're going to dribble inside, kick it out, pass up on the mid range because fuck the mid range apparently, kick it out for the three, brick. That's what they get. So it's got that little Eastern pack. Hell yeah, they did. Like I said earlier in the show, they ain't played nobody healthy. It's the first healthy series they done played in this playoffs, which is wild. The healthiest team you done played two whole series prior, where their best player happened to be hurt, whether it be the whole series or a few games. So the Eastern Conference so bad, only 2 to 3 good teams, which is crazy considering a few years ago the East was good and the West was good at the same time, and now it's just back to the stacked West and the sorry ass East. Did Larry Bird coach the Packers? Yeah, he did. And then he was in the front office. And of course, he's from Indiana too. So all the stars got hurt from Milwaukee and New York. Yeah, I mean Milwaukee entered that shit with players hurt. With New York, I mean Tom Thibodeau, that's his MO is run players into the ground. That is the shit we seen with the Bulls. We know about Derrick Rose. But that's Tom Thibodeau's whole MO. Think same shit with T Wolves when he was coaching there. We gon' he gonna play players into the ground. Said Boston getting that '07 LeBron run. The Pacers come. Yeah, they're gonna keep it close. They gotta have at least game one be a little dramatic. Gotta make it feel like this is gonna be a series. But we know the best series is gonna be that Dallas and Minnesota series. Out of these two, it's not even a question. So then the Bucks have an easy path. Who did they play? I'm about to look that up right now. Bucks championship run. All right, let's see. Bucks, Bucks, Bucks. Oh shit, it says fine. Okay, I see. Okay, so let's see. Milwaukee had to play the Heat. They swept them 4-0. Brooklyn took them to 7. That's when Kyrie got hurt. Atlanta 4-2. 42. Atlanta dominant Black City, go figure. And then Phoenix 4 games to 2. I don't think anybody from Atlanta got hurt. I might be wrong, but I don't think anybody from Atlanta got hurt. But I do know when Kyrie went down for the Nets, they were done. When Milwaukee got Doc Rivers, it was over for them. That's crazy. Nigga, it was over when they got Damian Lillard. That's another nigga who ain't winning the chip. Like Lillard's another one that we give you the commercials, but you ain't winning the ring. So you got the Celtics in 6, John, over the T Wolves. So Atlanta, not Atlanta asked now. That team wasn't bad. I mean, we know damn well they shouldn't have beat the Sixers, but the Sixers, like I said, are the East Coast Clippers. They gonna choke. That's what they gonna do. They had a 28-point lead in the game when Doc Rivers as a coach. That's a recipe for choking. And that was the same series with Ben Simmons passed on what should have been a dunk on Trae Young, and he ain't been right ever since. Actually, that's a nigga robbing a team of money is Ben Simmons. I'm gonna fall on the back of niggas' legs and shit. Now, people talking about Kawhi stealing money. No, nigga, Ben Simmons been stealing money. 19 free throws to 2. And they only up by 5. Nigga felt like a giraffe. Ben Simmons got probably one of the most chill scripts ever. You ain't never got to shoot a jump shot, but when it's almost time for you to play, you're going to have a back problem. You're just going to be out. You're going to dress fresh as hell. You're going to get paid a shit ton of money. You ain't got to do nothing. So while they're saying Klay Thompson on the Lakers, they've been pushing Klay Thompson to the Lakers since like 12? It's been a minute. They've been pushing that shit for a while. And again, what did I say? They always bring up players going to the Lakers because it's an easy selling point for these networks. Just like you talk about the Cowboys, the Lakers, LeBron, Kobe, MJ. Well, mainly MJ now. Or MJ and LeBron. Any of those names, Mahomes, it's gonna sell. That's why. You believe Collins was in? Yeah, that's what it was. John Collins was hurt. That was the same series with Giannis' knee. He hyperextended his knee. His shit bent whole other direction. But somehow he was able to play in the rest of the series. I think I think he sat out the rest of that game one, but after that he was good. He was healthy as shit to play the rest after hyperextending his knee. The Hainsworth stole mad money, and we know in Knoxville about Hainsworth and all. Yeah, we know about that. He owned a burger joint over here too. Got some good ass food. League paid Ben Simmons a sick court. That's another clutch guy. Clutch sports, man. Clay linked to the Lakers because his pops played on the Showtime Lakers. I saw he might be going to the Magic though. Because trust me, if I was Clay Thompson, the Lakers would be the last team I want to play for. Like, sure, you still in Cali, you know, your dad played for the Lakers, but nigga, that's a toxic ass environment playing with LeBron, especially when you pass your prime and shit. Pass. When they lose, who you think gonna get blamed besides the coach? Clay Thompson will be one of them. Fine to say it's hard to win when it's 5v8. So if no one drafts Bron and LeBron gonna retire, I hope he do retire. I'm tired of that nigga. It's good, Marco Polo. We got Big Pontiac in the building, Big OG. They would lose money if someone beat. Wait, what if? Yeah, what? Clay Thompson either gonna stay in GS or head to Orlando. He don't want to play with Lil Tantrum. Don't nobody really want to play with him, dude. Like, oh, that's a wow. That bullshit ass Tyrese Halliburton bank shot to end the. Wow. You know what that was. I ain't even gotta tell you what that was. You gotta be fucking kidding me. You have got to be fucking kidding me. This nigga started skipping like he knew it was going in before the shit even went in. Wow, you gotta be fucking kidding me. He got that Magnet 3000 special, man. Nigga talking about that Mag Dog 2020. That's that Magnet 2020. Hell you talking about. But like I said, nobody really wants to play with LeBron like that. Like, some people might think they want to. Like, I'm sure by now Anthony Davis regrets that shit. Like, initially, he was like, yeah, I love to play. Get me out of New Orleans and shit. I can play for the Lakers, da da da. You know what I'm saying? I grew up a Braun fan. And you find out it ain't what it's cracked up to be. Collins ain't been the same since. I mean, he went to the Jazz and then he got posterized by Ant-Man. Dunk of the year. If they draft Ronnie Lakers, they already a joke. They willing to give a 40-year-old superstar whatever the fuck he wants. That's insane. That is outright crazy. So we're playing with that remote too much. Do I see the Hawks winning the championship? Hell no. They've never been a team that really, truly pushed for a championship, at least in the time that I was alive. I wasn't alive during the Dominique time, but I mean, close one was that 60-win team back in 2015. But we knew when they played the Cavs, that shit was over with. They had a little bit of hope in game one. Then J.R. Smith had 27 points, went stupid. What was it, 8 for 8 from three? Yeah, I think 24 of his 27 was from three or some shit. And had a stupid, dumb game. And it was over. Pacers might fuck around and steal game one. So it's got the Zebras and refs. It's still only up by one. Real Pacers went on a 14-2 run to close out. And you know, those three of those points was of that bullshit ass Halliburton three. That's some shit I expect from Steph Curry. Do I think the man is being full display in the All-Star game? Hell yeah. You see these niggas now, they get bold as hell with this shit. They don't even treat it like a game anymore. They out here shooting from half court, making them and shit, shooting from the All-Star logo, like Luka shooting from behind half court, like I said, making threes. Damian Lillard, they over here going to like the Kia logo, shooting shit, shooting from the goddamn bench. Yeah, they let that shit fly out during All-Star weekend. And I mean, it's for one, they want to break a record, say a team scored 200 points, which aesthetically is not something people really want to see, but it's a nice little tagline, nice little news story for the All Star game that's uneventful as shit. So of course they want to have a whole lot of points, and it's an All Star game. It's not like a regular season game. It's not a playoff game. Nothing's on the line for real. Obviously you can bet on it, so there's money. But other than that, they gonna let that shit fly. It's kind of like how the Pro Bowl was those last few years, like before they turned to flag football, where it's just like we're not really gonna tackle. Refs will blow the whistle when you have a nigga wrapped up and shit. Versus when it was the early 2000s, or even like I probably say like 2010, 2011, when they was still hitting and shit. Because I remember there was a clip from 2000, I think 6 or so. Ray Lewis hit stick the shit out of a nigga in the Pro Bowl. Helmet flew off and everything. The Pacers low key got a core four. They gonna be good for the future. Only problem is they just got a small market team, and that's really kind of the downside with really a few teams like that. Like at one point, the Pelicans was kind of in that same position. They had a nice little core, but again, small market team. Hawks had a nice core, small market team. Well, it's weird. It's big market, but you know, Atlanta sports. The only one that really benefits from Atlanta sports is the Braves. Hmm. That was a bad shot attempt by Indiana. Sean Taylor lit up the kicker. He did. He lit his ass up. Well, CP3 being part of the dark side. Why do I think they haven't given him a chip? As Big Pontiac would say, he's the lovable loser. He's one of those dudes that we all know who he is. He's gonna go down as one of the best point guards, but it's just never meant for him to win some shit. Kind of like a Dan Marino. It's never meant for him to win. And NASCAR, Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin come close to winning a championship every fucking year, ever since they've had this playoff format, or a couple times with the chase format. He'll be one of the last four drivers or the last two to contend for the championship, and he'll always fall short. He's just one of those dudes. Except for in Chris Paul's case, he gonna fall short in like second round. I mean, hell, remember who he played for a good amount of time. Clippers, team that's known for choking with Doc Rivers, Mister Blow 3-1 leads. And then who was his teammate in Houston? James Harden, who doesn't win what championships? Do you think the 2020s is the new 70s where the small market teams win the championships? They gonna still have some big market teams win. Don't get it twisted. I mean, shit, it wasn't too long ago that Golden State won. It's actually only been one season in between. So they're not gonna let a small go to the finals. Pacers beating the Celtics. They would lose big if that was to happen. I mean, shit. Last year they gave us that shitty ass matchup, but I mean, Miami is a large market, big ass market. Denver's growing. It's not, and Denver ain't really the smallest, but compared to Miami, we know Miami's bigger. And look at the teams now. You got Minneapolis, Indianapolis, Boston, and Dallas. They might like to put in one smaller market team, but they ain't finna put in two. LeBron fans talk about 2018 as if the Rockets didn't go to Game 7 with that same team. Exactly. Did they ring check Harden when he had to go through the same Warriors that swept LeBron in 2018 and 4-2 in 2015? Yeah, they do. They actually do. I think the biggest thing was also that little rivalry or the little beef him and Giannis had, Harden that is, Harden and Giannis had going back and forth about who should be the MVP and all this shit. And I mean, to be fair, James Harden is an easy target. That was a nice spin move by TJ. But yeah, it's an easy target. I mean, think about we talking about a nigga who was an offensive threat, has a travel step back three, MVP, leading scorer, knows how to get to the free throw line. But when it comes time to be clutch, you can let a 40-year-old Manu Ginobili block your shot from behind. I mean, it's kind of like Embiid. Embiid's no different. You missed 22 Warriors Rockets playoff battles. Those were the days. They was cool. Personally, I wish they had switched up some of those finals matchups though, instead of just giving us the same two teams 4 years in a row. All right, y'all hang tight. I'll be back in a sec. I grabbed the whole thing of tea. I was like, I want it. Chris Paul couldn't get it done with that 64-18 Suns team. Shit, Chris Paul couldn't get, or the Clippers as a whole couldn't get it done up 3-1 to a Rockets team. So there's that. Who'll be my starting Hoops Dream team and my two reserve players? Shit, he asked me this before. We've had this discussion. I forgot who I said though. Let's see. I'm gonna type this out. Okay. Point guard. I will take. I'll take AI point. Shooting guard. I will take MJ. Small forward. Kobe. Power forward. Tim Duncan. That is. Whoop. What did I just say? AI at point, shooting guard MJ, small forward Cole, power forward Tim Duncan, center Hakeem. Off the bench, see my two players, point guard Rondo, and damn, that's tough. Shit, part of me want to take. I could put goddamn D Rose, but nah. I'm gonna say Crawford as my other reserve. Jamal Crawford. Say if Indiana beat the Zebras. Felt Boston should have advanced to the 2018 NBA Finals. That would have been better. But yeah, they weren't finna have them niggas in there as rookies. It'd be a cool story, but they weren't finna do that. And more importantly, have Kyrie's new team beat his former teammates and LeBron. Hell no. He was still kind of in the doghouse. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I want another dude, like another big man, thinking like a Charles Barkley or some shit. Or I mean Crawford, playmaker, and Rondo, high ass basketball IQ. The definite like you talking about a nigga who's just cold as fucking assist. Rondo, that's a nigga who get 20 assists in a game. It's crazy. Even on 2K, this nigga get you at least 15 assists like it ain't nothing. When the Suns lost to the Mavs in Game 7, that was one of the most scripted things ever. 64-18 record. Let them go to the finals, but they get kicked out in the second round. Nah, man. Yeah, that was the one they was getting destroyed. It was like a 2K score. That was one of those. I think I was done really watching that game by like I don't even know if I made a halftime. I think I might have watched it as a formality to halftime, but I was like, yeah, this shit over. Like they ain't coming back from that. Suns Warriors 2022 Western Conference Finals would have been a better matchup. I mean, yeah, you can't go wrong with that shit. Like you got two closers. Shit, really three if you think about it. And you can't really double team one person and think it's gonna be sweet. As soon as you say something, they still hit a three. That's gonna be the only series in the East where Boston actually plays like a I guess a close series in any way. Even if they won 5 games, I think it's gonna be close. Just about every game. They want them competitive 5 game series wins. Good shot by Siakam. While they never did a Curry KD playoff matchup after KD left the Warriors. I mean, because he went to the East. That's really why. And by the time they would have even possibly played the damn, they just jacked his ass. Siakam killing him. But by the time they would have even played each other, like when KD made the Phoenix, I mean shit, they was done with that Warriors team. They'd already won their championship of Poole and all that shit. Gave them their fourth ring. They was done. So there was really no point. That's like the Kyrie LeBron thing. I mean, how many times could they have really, really done that? 'Cause, I mean, the one time they did play, Kyrie was hurt. End up with the Nets, of course. LeBron was with the Lakers. Different conferences. Same conference now, but I mean, shit, they done with LeBron's ass. The timelines just don't match up. The only game you see the Pacers stealing is game one. Give them some hope as fans. I like the Pacers, man. They might beat the Celtics, da 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 da. And then all these people start putting money on the Pacers to beat the Celtics. But Boston's a better road team. I mean, shit. No matter if it's home or road, Boston gonna win the series. I mean, shit. Look at the last series. Every game before Game Seven, the home team and the Pacers in the Knicks series won. Then come Game Seven, the Knicks shit the bed. Actually, wait. Let me think. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. I forgot. They didn't. They actually didn't. What's good, Doe Eyes TV? Shout out to Doe Eyes TV in the building. I always drop a new shit every day. So me, B5, Dell gonna stream the NBA during the NBA Finals or for NFL. Yeah, for NFL for sure. NBA Finals. I mean, we ain't talked about it yet, but obviously we'd be open to do it. If not, it'd be the same way we've been doing it. Pacers made it to the play-in championship game. Yes. Can't put it past any the high scoring team in the league. Yeah, they dropped 151 or 152 or something they put on the Hawks in one of them games. I don't know why that game stuck out so much, but they dropped a shit ton. And there was another game where they played the Hawks. They both put up like 140 something points. It was some stupid ass high score. It might have been more than that, to be honest. Pacers beat the Celtics to make the play-in tournament championship game. Nah, it was the Bucks. It was the Bucks. Because the whole thing was it was building up this rivalry between the Bucks and the Pacers, and they ended up giving us that for the playoff matchup, but the Bucks weren't healthy. Then it's a casual dream matchup, two high-scoring teams. I mean, at this point, you can't really lose. Whether it be, I mean, maybe if you're the league, you could lose if you did like say Dallas and Indiana. I almost said Indianapolis, but Indiana. But I mean, shit, you got Boston, big market team, Jason Tatum against potentially T Wolves. Anthony Edwards, a player you've been pushing like a motherfucker. Or against Dallas, you got Luca, Kyrie Irving, run all these different storylines and scenarios. Or shit, Minnesota, which I don't think this is gonna have Minnesota and Indiana. That's the one you probably lose the most on. But the pro is you can get Anthony Edwards into the finals that way. I think Adam Silver might put two small market teams in the finals to make it seem like it ain't scripted. Shit, too late for that, man. Lakers already won the in-season tournament. This it's too late for that. Make sure it don't seem scripted shit. And especially after the shit Shaq done said too. So, Brick. Talking about he knew they was gonna play the Pacers that year in the NBA Finals and shit. Who are some of my most favorite underrated players that have been in the NBA? Sharif Abdur-Rahim's one. Rip Hamilton. And she throw Tayshaun Prince on there. Right, he don't really get a lot of props like that. I know Ben Wallace does, Rasheed does too, but from that team, Rip and Tayshaun. I think of Atlanta Hawks would be underrated. Shit, Jeff Teague. I like Jeff T. Like out of that little all-star, I don't know what the word be, quadruple. What do you want to say? Jeff T. Bro, that was one of my favorite. So your favorite underrated player, Jalen Williams from the Thunder. I forget. That's the dark one. Think Jaylin. That's the little half Asian one. Yeah, I think so. That's the one he be like chill. He's like, yeah, we get paid millions to play basketball. I ain't got really much to complain about. Like he real realistic about the what they do. Kind of like a Josh Hart. That's another. I like Josh Hart too. The Chiefs won the Super Bowl after the Taylor Swift stuff. They don't care. Doing something to make the sport look fake. That was more so they can secure a specific demographic as far as a fan base. That's really what that was. They saw the easiest thing possible. Let's see. All these little white girls like Taylor Swift. Let's show her a shit ton the whole season. Proceed to do so. Let's get him in this fake ass relationship with Travis Kelsey, who's in all these commercials. Let's have him win the Super Bowl. This way we get more daughters watching football with their dads. What are they doing in the WNBA? And kind of in college, women's college basketball specifically, with that specific player. She gonna get more what? More little girls into playing and watching basketball. But they what with their dad. And mostly gonna be white too. So there's that. So it ain't just football they was doing that. They were doing that shit in basketball too. Braun beat the Pacers 2 times, 2013, 2014. Do I think Swift gonna join MCU as Dazzler, whatever her name is? I haven't heard any news about Taylor Swift being Dazzler. I didn't even know they was even considering Dazzler for any MCU shit. Let me see. That's actually kind of funny. Damn, I just looked at Dazzler MCU. Taylor Swift popped up. Will Taylor Swift play Dazzler in Deadpool and Wolverine? I'd hate to see that, to be honest. Hold on. Shit, apparently this is already happening. That's a book. The Taylor Swift joined the MCU Dazzler and Deadpool X Men role. Trash. I'm still gonna watch the movie. Trash. Did they do black women dirty with that Caitlin Clark stuff? I mean, the whole thing is like a bunch of race baiting because they know the more you talk about it, the more attention the WNBA gonna get. And if that converts to actual revenue, viewership, and etc., well, that we'll see about that. But it'll get you constantly talking about it. How many rings Payne got? He got two. He won one with the Colts against the Bears, and then the next time he went with the Colts, they lost to the Saints because you know the whole Hurricane Katrina shit. They got repaid, and then his last year they gave him the Swan Song ring against the Panthers in Super Bowl 50. That's the one you know where Cam Newton didn't reach for the football because most of Payne's career he was getting his ass beat by Tom Brady, especially in Indianapolis. It was like every year it was like the thing was they gonna meet in the divisional, they gonna meet in the AFC Championship game. It's always magically snowing every time they play in Foxborough, and New England gonna win. My man Blackbird tripping. We all know who the real number 8 is. Sure shit ain't that nigga in New York. We know it. So you hate to see it, but something tells you she will. So Taylor Swift is good friends with Ice Spice. Taylor Swift is Ice Spice handler, allegedly. Someone did a video where the hella references in the Deadpool movies, and he mentions her in the movies or in the interviews. Just when you thought we was in the clear with all this Taylor Swift shit, you gotta fuck up the Deadpool movie that everybody's anticipating. See that nigga in New York, bro. The third string nigga on the team almost fucking took over as the face for a little second. So Lamar smoked black him out. That's funny as shit. So you thought it was weird that it was close? No, let's just give Ice Spice more exposure. Kind of level him up. It's like when a rapper get on, he mad you just get another big name rapper or model or somebody who's been in the industry for a while, like you see him with Amber Rose, case in point. 21 Savage, when he got on and hit mainstream, and started to hit mainstream after that double XL freshman shit. He was with Amber Rose, handler. When Wiz Khalifa, he hit mainstream. Really hit mainstream, like Black Yellow, Amber Rose. MGK, when Wild Boy came out, he started hitting mainstream, Amber Rose. French Montana, when he started really hit mainstream, Amber Rose. CJ Stroud had a breakout rookie year, Amber Rose. That's too many. Kanye West, when he really hit mainstream, Amber Rose. How many people did I don't even know how many people I named. I count like 6 people just now? Just like that. You just see who they put them with. Or one of them with, say, a Jenner or a Kardashian. Like, the shit is so obvious. Like, ain't no way in hell nobody really wants somebody sloppy 20th, 30th, 50th. Like, let's keep it real. Okay, some people might, but like let's be for real. Eli said he didn't go to Brady's roast because twice was enough. Yeah, I watched most of the roast. I saw it was 3 hours long. I was like, I ain't watching this whole thing, bro. I think I watched it when Tom Brady started talking this shit, but I think even then they still had like 40 minutes of, oh yeah, fuck this. Like, there's no reason for this shit to be 3 hours long. Did I hear Terrence Howard on Joe Rogan's podcast? I heard a little bit when he's talking about like the periodic table and frequencies and shit like that. I was like, that's interesting. I'll never forget though when that nigga said 1 times 1 equals 2. I'll never forget that shit now. But this made a lot more sense what he said on Joe Rogan than that 1 times 1 equals 2 shit. So at least in the Adam Silver era, the small market teams getting the kind of sunshine. If we still had David Stern, we'd had the Boston Lakers finals or New York Dallas finals. Yeah, I think this was after the playoffs. Or at some either that or some award show or something. Mm. Brick. Oh shit! Look like Indiana might pull it off. They get 5 with 10 seconds left. They up by 3. So at least Detroit overcame David Stern's corruption from 88 to 90 and 04 and 05 with 5 finals appearances. Then no reason for it to be 3 hours. You got through like an hour. I mean, the biggest thing that I didn't like was they just kept doing this. The Aaron Hernandez jokes got really old after a while. It's like, all right, man, we get it. He did. We chill out. We get it. Yeah, it was funny the first couple times. I was like, all right, bro, like you beating it, no pun intended, but you beating a dead horse, bro. Like, come on. And it's crazy considering it's the same people that had all this nice shit to say about him when he died conveniently, and then all of a sudden they're gonna say all this shit. And then we see where Belichick clearly don't fuck with Robert Kraft the same way when they force him to take a shot together. Belichick really didn't want to do that shit. Randy Moss was the funniest. He said, "Why didn't we cheat when I was there?" Yeah, that shit was funny as hell. Said Boston going down 3-0 again. I don't think they're gonna do that shit again. What the fuck? And just like that, wow. Did I ever play Marvel vs. Capcom 3? Who'd I rock with? Yeah, I think I got that one. I don't know if it's 2 or 3. Whichever one's on the Xbox One. And one of my favorite people on there is Taskmaster because he got that sword. He got a little range to that shit. Pistons was pissing David Stern off back in the 80s. Crab spilled 3/4 of the shot, shaking like a motherfucker. Man, I was trying to figure out how old Robert Kraft was when I saw it. I was like, damn, this nigga look old as shit. Like he has aged terribly. But then again, black don't crack, and he sure as shit ain't that. So you got to get the dramatic shot of Jason Tatum close up on Tyrese Halliburton. Yeah, that's definitely delayed with this shit. Yeah, that's definitely a magnet. Though, like I mean, you can see by the whole sequence how they show Big Poppy. The whole sequence, how on the inbound, Indiana turns the ball over, and Boston conveniently gets a shot attempt that Jaylen Brown nails from the corner. All right, be easy, Blackbird. Emerson ahead of NBC. He ruined the NBA in 1990 when NBC bought it by this little emoji in the way. Bought it, he turned to a sitcom. But great intro. I'm kind of mad that they're moving away from TNT and they lost the rights. And it's going to be ESPN and NBC in the future. I mean, personally, I'd be cool if they had NBC and TNT. But we know damn well the ESPN wasn't finna give up that shit considering they got the rights to the finals. But I mean, shit. Inside the NBA is the best show. Like, as far as like sports, I don't know what you call it, post game, pre game, halftime, what analyst show, whatever the hell you want to call it. That was the best one out of every sport. You're just glad the refs didn't call a foul. 5.7 left. Let's see what Halliburton doing. Does he do some bullshit? But like they not trying to score. Clearly did not try to score. Nigga Halliburton found a spot and just dribbled and shit and said, you know what, I'm just gonna chuck this shit up and try my best not to score. Oh shit, he did a great job of that. Do I see the Cowboys winning a championship? Hell no. So Indiana wins in OT. That was a shitty ass play to call. They said Tyrese, you dumbass. They sold the last two possessions. You think three, last three possessions really. The inbound, the Brown corner three, and then that last possession where Halliburton chucked up some stupid shit. Now we got an overtime game for the dramatics. So Indiana wins in OT. Yeah, if they win this game, man, they're gonna get their ass beat the next one. I don't think Boston finna go down 3-0 like they did to the Heat, then force a seven and only lose in game seven. So how they go into overtime? Oh shit! Basically, Boston turned the excuse me, not Boston. Indiana turned the ball over on the inbound with 10 seconds left. Well, for 8.5 left, Celtics had an inbound play. They got swung the ball over to Jaylen Brown for the corner for the three, and then dumbass Tyrese Halliburton tried not to score on the last possession. So they won't allow 2 straight years of sweeps on the network. It ain't about that, no. Indiana should have ended Boston in the fourth quarter. Yeah, there's no reason they should even fucked up their inbound. They might try to make Boston become the first team to come back from three. They not finna stretch this shit to seven. They not finna do that. This is gonna be like I said, probably 5 game to 6 game series. Boston wins. They not finna run back the same script of a team down 3-0. We've never seen it done before. Blah blah blah. Wait, no. I mean, shit. We saw what they did with the Nuggets. It wasn't like the Nuggets just came out the gate, won 3 games in a row. No, they was down 2-0, won three, and then lost two. And then the last one blew a 15-point lead to do so. Mm. The other person opening the corner, he missed, but shit, got the rebound. Damn, nice spin. The TNT signing Draymond to a newer contract tells you they know something about this deal going forward. Why else would they do that? Is it exclusively TNT or is it NBA TV? Because I know usually they use the same group of people. Like Shaq will be on NBA TV if say NBA on TNT is covering the game that night, or who else they got? Vince Carter. I think Greg Anthony's still with them. Who else? Jamal Crawford. Like they have people that you see on TNT that be on NBA TV or Candace Parker. So I don't know. I just know I do not like Draymond Green on that show at all. And honestly, they could do without Shaq too. So there's the Indiana Minnesota script as well. I don't think they finna have an Indiana Minnesota matchup. They can try that shit if they want to, but I doubt it. So Boston wins 4-2, but last year ESPN had the Western Conference Finals and lost a lot of money in ad revenue when the Lakers got swept. Pacers up by 3. But you bet that shit going to overtime, didn't you, Utopia? Like he got poked in the eye or something. That's one of those things that every now and again I might bet on the overtime, but usually it's one thing that really doesn't cross my mind as something to really bet on. But it's crazy. The times that I even kind of consider it is when it happens. It's like, damn, I wish I'd have put that bet in. Boston down by 1. So you like them four together? You like a baby boom, or you despise change the things? I mean, shit, they was doing good even before Shaq retired and shit. So there are times I don't mind it, like him and Charles, but after a while, Shaq get annoying though, cause like his things, he always going every time Charles say some shit, he always like, oh, you ain't got no rings, or the way Shaq just be hating on any big man who gets any type of praise. Like, the fuck kind of shit is that to say to Jokic during the interview to his face? Yeah, I think SGA should have won the MVP. Like, what the fuck kind of shit is that? 3 turnovers in the last 52 seconds. Indiana wins this game, then Boston wins next 2. Indiana wins game 4, then Boston wins another 2 in a row. Be some of Tatum finished with 33 points. He got 28. I see Halliburton trying to get the foul. Would have been an open court tech foul. He was trying hard. Fixes it. I mean, we got to think about this. Speaking of Halliburton, how big of a role that bullshit in the third quarter 3 played in the grand scheme of things. Never mind the 3 possessions leading up to the 3, or leading up to this game being overtime. But that bullshit ass 3, you take that off the board, and Boston potentially be winning this whole. Mm. They gonna wait and everything for that man to hit him from the back. Pause. Minute 46 left in the game. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take my sweet ass time. He looked back and everything to make sure Derek White was gonna come through and hit him on the wrist. One 121. Indiana up by 1. Halliburton got a nice little double, 25 and 10 right now. As they up by 2 with a minute 40 left. Boston ball. Brown got stripped on the way to the basket. That's why that nigga Joe Mazzulla be looking confused as hell all the time. Good move by Tatum. Wow, they pushed that shit out. I saw that. Tatum had that nice move. That ball, the way that ball rimmed out, you could tell they pushed that shit clean out. Talk about a fix was in moment. It's still they ball, but shit. I'm looking at you, motherfucker. You ain't slick, NBA. And one. Hey, appreciate the super chat, man. Appreciate it, Club Utopia. Mizzou's a terrible coach. He can't win a championship even with the fix. Shit, they had a good coach, but you know they had to hit him up with the humiliation ritual, Udoka. The NBA Street Volume 2 was a dope game. I like 1 and 2. We got Drew Holiday giving that man a full court press. Now Halliburton can't stand up straight. And they go here falling and stumbling and shit. Over here dribbling out of bounds and shit. Stumbling and shit. Boston up by 1. 50 seconds left in the game. Somebody open for 3. Guess who it is? JT. 127, 123, 42.8 left. Tatum with 34, Indiana equals 34. I mean, that man had all this time by himself, too. I mean, he didn't get the ball yet, but still, it's like, we see what y'all trying to set up, or what Indiana was trying to set up. So they didn't even switch on the screen. They just both abandoned Tatum. Street volumes 1 through 3 kept the blueprint. Went off the rails a bit on home court. I mean, a lot of those games when you switch over to next gen, that's when you start losing shit. That's basically a new game that you have to make, different code and all that shit. They both had 6 points apiece in overtime. 1 for 6 for Indiana, 2 for Jason Tatum. They didn't even say Boston, they said Jason Tatum. See what Indiana does on the inbound. Strip. See how they just devoed his shit. And now they blow the whistle. Said Boston sweep for sure if Indy couldn't get this one. Nigga spin right into Jaylen Brown. Jaylen just had to stand there and just get that motherfucker. So was the other one rigged too, the Nuggets one? Yes. That Def Jam icon was a great example of that. Oh my god, that game was trash as fuck. So all Siakam do is that spin move. Do I see Doc Rivers win the championship again? Hell no. That nigga gonna coast off that one Boston ring. But no, he's gonna be a universal choker. That's what he does. I mean, every team he's gone to since, what's he done? Do you think Indy gonna win at least one? Yeah, I think they still won. Threw the ball off Halliburton. All right, Derek White. They up by 6 now. They didn't start the clock for a nice little minute. I noticed on the Indiana inbound. And of course, Siakam, goofy ass, makes it. Now they finna play the foul game. So Halliburton sold his game by himself in the last minute. Shit, fuck you talking about the last few seconds of regulation. And then overtime, I'll say him and Siakam sold them more than anybody, especially Siakam on those last couple possessions. Boston up by 5. 16 seconds left. Oh, you talking about the last minute of regulation? Yeah. All right, we go to 12 seconds left. Here we go with the fouling shit. But yeah, someone did mention that. I forgot if they said Boston was gonna cover or not. Said barring any more foolishness. I mean, shit, we saw how regulation ended, so we'll see. I mean, Boston should win this one, but we'll see. So all it really takes is one shitty foul call, or if they just make a quote unquote mistake with the time, give a team a little bit extra time. That's all it takes. But yeah, TJ missed that shit. So and since Pacers is gonna lose, they probably gonna win 2 at home. The Toppin tips it out of bounds. Man, they dragging this goddamn game on. They need to end this shit. Says the moon landing is real. How come they've never landed on the sun? What? What, man? Who said that the moon landing was even real? And I mean, hold on, I know you did not ask that. I know damn well I did not read that second part. Said, how come they never landed on the sun? Nigga, the sun is hot. You would burn, nigga. You would die. What are you talking about? You can see the league letting the Pacers win too to help them get that playoffs money. So you don't see Missoula winning a chip. He's so clueless as a head coach. I mean, hell, if Doc Rivers, who is one of the worst at making adjustments, can win, anybody, I mean, shit, they gave Frank Vogel one in the bowl. So anything is possible. People forget Tyronn Lue got a ring. They're trying to launch the fake sun last year, but no one covered in America. Of course not. I want to say it might have been like a, I think it was a Nat Geo channel or something. I saw it on YouTube. I don't think they had like a, you know how they have the documentaries and shit like on Hulu and Netflix. I don't think anything like that covered it. But yeah, that fake moon, excuse me, fake sun shit, that's been around for a minute. Halliburton most valuable turnover. That's fucking true. Yeah, all right, man. They're doing solid shit. Do I think this will be Ant's coming out party to be the face of the league? I mean, they already kind of pushed him as one of the faces now. I don't think that guarantees that T Wolves gonna win the championship. I mean, they did the same shit with Tatum a few years ago. If the Heat allowed the Heat to beat the Celtics as possible, the Pacers can beat them too. Yeah, I ain't finna do that, buddy. Not happening. They created in a nuclear fusion reactor and launched it last June on the summer solstice. That doesn't change the fact there's still a real moon out there, real sun out there. And that's literally a death mission. Like that's a death wish trying to land on the sun. I was about to say if that nigga made that three, I was about to get hella irritated for 133 to 128. I was about to get hella irritated if that nigga made that three. So he still got to pay his dues. And remember the video where he was calling gay dudes the Q word. Yo, dog is eating cicadas out here. All right, man. I'm finna get on up out of here, man. They didn't drag this game on way too fucking long. I still got Boston winning the series. But yeah, man, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, comment who you got winning the finals, who you got winning the conference championships, plural, whatever else stuff. But yeah, we out, man. Y'all have a good night.